welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make some sweet potato and zucchini muffins. Sometimes I have some zucchinis I want to use up, and so I go ahead and make these muffins which are good for lunches. And so what I've done here, I've grated about a cup of sweet potato here. I've just grated it, okay, and I've also grated about 3 cups of zucchini, and there's 2 of those. I've just washed them and just cut a little bit of the skin off, but used it mostly and just grated it through with my grater. Okay, so now what I've done too is I've fried up just 2 little, just medium-sized onions. I've fried them up. I like to put that onion flavour through it, which gives it a little bit of extra flavour. I've cooked it and I've cooled it down, and I'm going to add to it. Okay, and I've got some, I've got cheese, and I've got eggs and parsley. So we're just going to put it all together with some self-raising flour and some eggs, and just put it in the muffin tins. Now I'm going to add, I squeezed the zucchinis a little bit just to take a little bit of moisture out of it. If you want to do it in paper towel, sometimes just get a paper towel, put it on the top like that and squeeze it down, and that moisture just absorbs in that paper towel, and that will take off a little bit of moisture for you. Okay, that's another little trick to do. And so now I'm going to add this zucchini to this sweet potato. Just have your oven on for about 180 to 200. They only go into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So now I've got that all together. Just mix it all together. Won't take long. I've cooled down my onion. That's why I fried it up beforehand. I've cooled it down. We're going to add that to it. That gives it a little bit of extra flavour, that nice onion. Just put it all together there. Right, so now we're going to add some salt, sprinkle of salt, and some pepper. These are lovely muffins, and some paprika, just a little bit of sprinkle of paprika, and also I've got some parsley here. I've got a lot of parsley in the garden, so I just had a big bunch of parsley, chopped it all up and put it through. And I've got plenty of parsley, and no matter how much you put in, parsley is always nice to put it through. So look, just put that mixture through like that. Now I've got some half a cup of cheese here, grated cheese. We're going to add that to it, and we're also going to add about a cup of vegetable oil. We're going to put that through it. Just put everything in together, a lovely mixture, and it just makes all these beautiful sweet potato and zucchini muffins. Now we're going to add my flour. I've got a cup of self-raising flour here, and I've got just a level teaspoon of baking powder. Right, and we got our eggs. I've got 3 to 4 eggs here, and I've just beaten them up, put it all through. I'll just put that a little bit of a time just to see how much it'll take. I just want to make it a nice moisture recipe. And look, that's beautiful. Just coming together, that flour, the oil, the eggs. Now I can add all that. It'll take all my 4 eggs. There's 4 beaten eggs there. That's lovely, and that's what the consistency I want, just to have that enough moisture through it. You can add as much as you want to, a little bit extra flour if you need to, but I think that's enough. The lovely moisture that is. I've got that sweet potato through it, the zucchini, the onion. You fried it up. I cooled it down. Actually, there's a bit of onion there. I've cooled it down, and that onion gives it a little bit of extra flavour to it. And we got the salt and the pepper through it. I've got everything through it. I've got a cup of vegetable oil through that, and some nice grated cheese. And look how beautiful and lovely that mixture is. It's such a lovely mixture, beautiful. With that cup of self-raising flour, I had just a level teaspoon of baking powder, and 4 eggs. I put 4 eggs in it, and the parsley. We put the parsley through, And look, beautiful. That's the consistency I wanted, a lovely soft moisture consistency. Now, you know my trick. My trick is always I spray the tin, and then I put this little baking paper in there, because then when they cook I just lift them out, and it's so easy to lift them out like that. Just put strips of baking powder in your little muffin tins, okay? Now I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella cheese into my muffin when I put it in there. That's all you do. Look how quick that is. Beautiful. Now get your ice cream scoop and scoop a nice scoop into each of these patty tins. Beautiful. That's lovely and moist. That's the moisture. That's the consistency of the moisture I want, and they come beautiful. And just keep on doing the same thing. Look, just put them in the oven for about 30 minutes. You can see when they come up how nice they are, nice and brown on the top. Look, just add that like that. Beautiful. Just keep on doing the same thing. I love that sweet potato through the zucchini. It just gives it a lovely bit of an extra sweetness to it. Just fill them up like that, lovely and full. They just stay beautiful. Actually, they are lovely for lunches for the children, weekend. They're nice for a lot of things. Just put them all together like that. You get about 1.5 dozen out of here. I'm going to fill this tray up for you. Just keep on doing the same thing like that. That's beautiful. Another one there. I'm going to put a little bit of a knob of mozzarella cheese in the center of this. Look, there's 12 there, and there's about another ½ here. So you probably get about 18 out of them. That's about as full as you want them. You don't want them any more than that. That's plenty. Now, what I've got here, I've got little pieces of mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to do it, I'm just going to dig it in the middle of like that. And that'll melt inside. Just put that little bit of mozzarella cheese inside of it. You can put a couple of little knobs if you want to. It just gives it a lovely little bit of, that cheese will melt inside of it. That's all. Just keep on doing, just put one in the middle, a couple of them. Just stick it in the middle. Even you can put 2 in if you want to. It'll only melt in the center of that muffin, which will give it a lovely, lovely flavour to it. Put another one in there. And that'll be lovely. 25 minutes to 30 minutes, you just put them in the oven. Just put that little bit of cheese in there, will just melt on the top of it, and it'll give it a lovely topping. That's all. Just a little bit of cheese in the middle of that. And that's it. And there's my sweet potato and zucchini muffins with that extra onion through it, a parsley through it, and the eggs. And look, you've got about 12, and you've got about another 6 here. There's about 12.5, there's 18. And 25 to 30 minutes in a 180 to 200 oven heat. And you've got these beautiful zucchini, sweet potato and zucchini muffins, okay? So thank you for watching. Have a good day and have a good weekend. Bye. Bye.